Andy.
Yes.
What's up, my man?
Hello.
What's going on, everyone? I'm Gary Hardy,
I'm Andrew, and I'm annoyed by this thing.
and we are with Bruner's Loan and Services. And today, folks, we're going to discuss with you networking
Indeed.
and how it should be your number one sales strategy, like it is ours. So, folks, he's playing with this dumb puzzle that he got.
I've had it for a while. It's just fun to go back and
I
torture myself again.
I'm not even interested in it. I'm a moron when it comes to puzzles. I'm good at writing, but I'm not good at that.
See, I tried for 10 minutes and I just did that without even trying. It's annoying.
You're annoying.
Sorry.
But all right, so at Bruner's, networking is our number one sales strategy. Like your favorite superhero, like Batman.
Nah, I'm one of Batman.
What's your favorite superhero?
I don't know. Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Okay. Well, he has a tool. He has his doesn't he have that little necklace or whatnot? Or oh no, it's his cape.
What his cape?
He's got his cape, he's got his tools,
the time stone. You know.
the things that make it to where he can be a successful hero. He's got those tools. So, like your favorite superhero, we have networking as our tool in our bet and our little tool belt. I like to use that analogy a lot, the whole or metaphor, however it is. I like to use that a lot. The networking tool belt.
Okay, so
toolbox.
That's why you went with Batman.
That's why I went with Batman.
I get it.
That, and I wrote an article that I submitted to Lawn and Landscaping magazine. That's how it's written, is like Batman and his belt and his batarang. So
actually, I think when I was a kid, Plastic Man was pretty cool.
Plastic Man,
remember Plastic Man?
Kinda. But nonetheless, folks. So today we're going to discuss networking and network marketing and how it could be a number one sales strategy for you, like it is for us. But before we do that, folks, it is the current events time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. And today, folks, we got some crazy stuff. The Kingdom of Jordan eradicated leprosy.
I mean, that's something you don't really hear too much about anymore.
Leprosy.
Yeah.
So they eradicated it. They have not had a case of leprosy in 20 years in the Kingdom of Jordan.
Okay.
They are the first country ever to eradicate it, according to the Good News Network, where I got this little thing. There are 200,000 new cases of leprosy every year in the world in 120 countries. So,
okay.
I mean, leprosy, folks, the country Jordan has eradicated it. And you see
That's
that
nifty.
Well, that little picture on there. So leprosy is also called the Hansen's disease. Affects your skin, your nerves, your respiratory tract, and if it's left untreated, it will kill you. It's those that read the Bible. Leprosy's in the Bible a bunch. It's. I mean, I've been hearing of leprosy since that it's been around since the beginning of time. I mean, it's one of those things that you hear of, like the beggars on the streets suffering from the skin disease. I'm sure it's leprosy.
Yeah.
I
know it's not something you hear about in mainstream media very often.
No, but here's another awesome current event.
Oh,
so
this is weird.
So this happily ever after. So this, folks, right here is Charlotte and Dave Lay from West Yorkshire, England. So the story, folks, and I gotta tell you, it's definitely a love story. So this lady Charlotte
starts off messed up, but
yeah, it's a little creepy. So she was standing on the train tracks and
trying to play chicken.
West Yorkshire. I think it was more than playing chicken. I think she was trying to off herself.
Dumb that down a little bit there. But
oh no, let's shoot him straight. She was trying to off herself. Hold on, let me have a sip of the old
caffeine.
It's notable. But so she's standing on this train track. She's ready to end it all. The train conductor Dave stops, gets out, talks her down, tells her, hey, if you ever need to talk, go ahead, and here's my number, message me. Well, she got him on Facebook, and they started talking back and forth. And 3 years later, folks, you have a married couple of Charlotte and Dave Lay, all brought about from somebody being depressed and sad, and she really just needed a companion.
How often do you think he uses that? That one time I saved your life?
Yeah, right. Would you?
Yeah, at least once or twice.
Once or twice. I'd probably use it a lot. So, actually, when I think about it, 100%, that's my get out of jail free card. Excuse me, you remember that one time when I saved your life?
Yeah. It'd get old real quick, and I'd get hit,
or divorced,
bludgeoned in the face,
or living on a couch, or in a camper. I mean, I could. I think I could do it. So we just bought a camper, and I think I'm kind of curious if my wife's reasoning for getting that is to
throw you out,
push
or
me
just
out
to
of the house.
Hey, look, honey, look at the pretty shiny wall over here, and then you hear, and there goes the truck and the camper.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's not. Screw that. I mean, Gary's on his motorcycle trip.
Yep,
gone.
Oh, there's
gone.
no camper.
But yeah, I didn't meet my wife on a train track, but Dave did.
There you go.
So, are you going to be like Dave?
I'm not going to be a train conductor. I think I had a hat when I was a kid.
You're not going to meet your wife
on a train track,
standing on the train track.
No.
Well, congratulations though to Charlotte and Dave, and she's pregnant too. 3 years later, she's pregnant, 22 months pregnant. Oh, at least at the time of this article, she's 22 months pregnant. So
the Happy News Network must be in England littering.
It is. It is. I think
a lot of the stories seem to be European.
European. Well, that's kind of why I look at it, man, because it's nothing but happy. And unfortunately, our next topic, half the country is unhappy and half the country is happy. So we just had a presidential election, and it appears as if Donald Trump is going to be the 47th president of the United States. And I know that there's a lot of people that are happy. A lot of people are sad. I personally am one of those people. Don't ask me who I voted for.
I don't talk politics or religion, really.
And with that being said, I don't care who you voted for, because I still love you no matter what, regardless of if.
And I enjoy arguing with people, but I just not those two topics specifically just never end well, really, in a back and forth.
What I'm struggling with is all of that. So every time we switch a political party and the presidency, there's so much like hate talk towards the other party, of which, why are you being so mean? Why are you hating me? Well, when the other party gets elected, the same party that said, why are you hating me, starts being hateful. It's like, guys, chill the F out.
You almost said a naughty word.
I almost said it, but chill the F out. Simmer down. In 4 years, we can revote again if you're unhappy with the outcome. And then we can have the same conversation and say, hey, those that didn't win, simmer down. Every time Andy starts filming, he gets a text message. But so while he's doing that, folks, I just got to tell you, as a veteran of the U.S. military, we have hope. No matter what, we have soldiers that will protect this country. They will follow the Constitution. They will do whatever, no matter who's in power. And with that also being said, focus more on your local stuff. That's the stuff that matters. Like, everybody's doom and gloom, but nobody's celebrating the fact that the Metro Library levy passed. Like, that's important. That's like exciting.
I forgot to see if the parks did too.
I'm not sure. But
I can look that up.
Andy can look that up. But regardless, I mean, look at the happy stuff. There's a lot of happy stuff that happened. Like the Metro Parks. If that did that get?
I'm still.
He's looking. I'm not. But the Metro Library. I mean, the Metro Library is important. We're very fortunate here in Dayton, Ohio, to have the library network that we do.
Evelyn just got her library card over the weekend.
I bet she was excited.
Oh yeah, let's go now. I'm like,
library card. But with that being said, like, there's not doom and gloom. We have hope. Focus on your local politics there, or just don't focus on politics at all. Stop looking at Facebook, man.
I don't even watch
Let's
TV.
face it, those yahoos don't care about us. Some of them do, but not all of them. And you don't know what to believe. You don't know what news channel to believe. So do this. Just grab a cup of coffee, sit on the porch, smoke a cigar, relax.
Coffee bag.
Or energy drink. But nonetheless, chill out and simmer down. Now that the politics part is over, I think it's time that we go ahead and jump right in to why we're here in the first place, and that is to talk about network marketing and how it is our number one sales strategy. And why is that, folks? Why would networking be our number one sales strategy? One of the big reasons for that is so I compare networking to farming. So you look,
that was my thinking phase.
So the reason that I consider networking like farming is relationships happen over time. They're watered,
cultivated.
They need cultivated. And when you go into a networking group, you can't expect that business is going to turn out like that. What you need to do is you need to meet people, network with them, give to them, because when you give to others, it typically reciprocates back. And like a farm. So let's say a farm, cornfield takes how long to germinate? So they start popping up
knee high by the 4th of July.
They start popping up May, and then like October-ish is November-ish is when they start harvesting. So like May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So 7 months. So the 7 months that
sorry,
we can't have like 20 minutes.
No, it's Jake with problems.
Jake can relax. They know.
I just said Josh is in the shop out there. Go call Josh if you need him.
So, but here, let's jump in. One of the big reasons is that networking is important. It is essential for your growth. It is essential for really getting out there and people learning who you are. I mean, you've been to some of my BNI groups,
and I hate it every moment of it.
Why do you hate it?
I just don't like public speaking. This is fine because I'm just staring at a pretty camera. But just standing up in front of a group, it got easier after doing it a number of times and having done work for many of them at their homes and businesses and things like that. So I had a couple people that I had enough interactions with that it was easier over the course of time. But I still, you tell me I got to go, I stress over it all night long till I get there and do my time and then go, okay, that's over with now.
I will say, being a good networker, it's not an easy skill to master.
No,
it's pretty hard.
I can talk to anybody one-on-one or even a small group, but standing up in front of people and
well, you got to have so when you're starting out in business, one of the big things you got to have is an elevator pitch. Ours is, I'm Gary Hardy with Berners Lawn and Services, where we serve our clients and our team with integrity, dependability, and respect. Today, we're doing fall cleanups. So if you're looking for a new company to do your fall cleanups, blah, 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 blah. I can spit it off just like that.
Right.
But when I first started networking, absolutely not. I couldn't spit it off. I mean, I've been in BNI, which is Business Networking International. I've been in that for 11 years, 12 years, something like that. So yep. 12 years of 52 weeks a year.
I let you write one script for me and didn't read it beforehand. And I wanted to read it in front of everyone. And I said, I apologize for the ugly guy in front of you. I'm going to kill him. I should have read it before I got there.
Yeah, I would do that to Larry too, and he would go and network for me. But one really cool thing with networking is if you don't have the money to hire a business coach, when you really start getting to know some of these businesses that you're networking with, you might find a mentor. You might find somebody
to bounce ideas off.
Yeah, like Jesse Gaither over at Minuteman Press. Hey, if you need printing, call Minuteman Press. That's Jesse Gaither, my good friend over in Centerville. Great dude. He's on Congress Park. But nonetheless, Jesse's been a mentor of mine for a long time.
Yeah, you have been a number of times. I'm like, I don't know. Ask Jesse. Like, yeah. I dig in the dirt. I'm like,
Yeah, Jesse's a good dude, man. I like to also consider networking like an art. I don't know. I guess I focus a lot on networking. I focus a lot on culture because those are the two things I'm really good at. I like to say that I'm not an expert at marketing. I'm a student because
we're always learning.
So yeah, folks, networking is crazy important. It's important and it's essential for your growth. It's a tool. Like I said, you put in that tool belt. It's an essential tool for your bat belt. Are you my Robin?
Hell no. That's Josh. Not. There you go. First good use of that.
The first time that it was right. All right. I guess we'll move on.
There you go.
So networking, we've now agreed that it's it's essential for your growth. So now you're asking yourself, I'm sure, how do you get started?
I mean, recommendations are always good. Ask around other people, you know.
Google.
Definitely Google.
That's how I found BNI. That's how I found the Heart of Centerville. That's how I found chambers. I've been in multiple chambers. But don't commit to a group right away.
You can have visitors. A lot of them let you have guests or things like that. If you got a buddy that's in one, like, hey, can I come with you? Like,
yeah.
Do they have free breakfast?
And when you start out networking, like for me, I found the places that were like having events around beer. I mean, everybody likes beer. Let's face it.
I mean, everybody.
Everybody likes the environment when you're networking, whether you're drinking root beer or you're drinking NA beer or you're drinking regular beer.
And now we have seltzers and other things.
Yeah. Pub events are always great places to start out. Don't commit to a $1,000 group right away.
No, I want pub fries.
Pub fries.
Dub Pub fries.
Dub Pub.
Oh,
I like their Reubens. The Dub Pub has great Reubens. Pick a group that's a best fit for you. Like if you're younger, there's a group here in Dayton that's offered by the Dayton Chamber. It's called Generation Dayton. I think it's business professionals under 35 or under 30 or something like that. Great place to meet like-minded, because let's face it, as you grow in your career, those very people are going to grow in their careers as well. It's those different groups. I mean, so if you're a construction worker, going into an apartment association may not be the right group, but going into a home builders association may be a better fit. Yeah. So it really, I mean, pick wisely when you're looking.
And I mean, it doesn't mean that you're not going to find just friends in a different group that don't get anything out of other than the group environment.
It's nice to know somebody, because
hey, I got a guy for that.
Yeah, when you go into these networking groups, you got to sit and think to yourself, like, not what can I take from them, but what can I give back to them? Because when you give people business, they're going to think of you when, like for us, oh, so-and-so used me to do their whatever. I'm going to use them because I need my landscaping done.
Right.
It's nice to have somebody, like, say, if your roof's broken, call a roofer. I got a guy. Or if you got a leak, I got a plumber. Or if you got carpet damage from a flood
or animals.
I'm only saying that because this is all you, because your basement floods and your toilet clogs, your water heater.
The joys of home ownership. Well, my house was built in 1923, so
1898 got you beat.
There you go. Well, there's a shotgun house.
Yeah, my house is like a box.
Yeah, you can look from the front door to the back.
Another way that you can find a good networking group is there's this memo. We kind of marketed it at the first couple live shows, but Miami Valley Business Memo, Max, every week he gives out different networking events or whatnot that's happening for the week.
There you go.
So, I mean, you can look and find those, but nonetheless, the moral of the story is you get started by doing your research, going to events, making sure that you're not hasty and just jumping right in a commitment to a group that you're not going to be comfortable with.
Right.
Just take your time. And you got to look at it, like I said earlier, as a farmer, look at it as the long haul. What's the crop on this in this group what am I going to get out of it 20 years from now? Or how much am I going to give back 20 years from now? Look at it in those terms.
Remember when we could stand here without our canes?
I have seen some business owners in our groups that have died, man.
Oh.
That was sad. So when I first started BNI, I met this old lady named Pat Russell.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like guiding me, like, this is how you network in a group like this, blah, blah, blah. Then she got cancer and died. And dude, that was sad. That was sad. You make really good friendships in these groups. I like Tom Hamilton. You met Tom Hamilton. You in Beaver Creek Florist.
Oh, yeah.
He's moved down to Alabama now, but like,
there you go.
Great dude.
Me and him don't necessarily iterations of the podcast.
Yeah, he was on the very, very beginning of the podcast. We did some work for him before he sold his company. and he had a great florist. I mean, but I met him through BNI.
Yep.
It was great, but I was very particular when I was choosing.
Yeah.
I keep mentioning it. BNI is a fantastic networking group. If you're a new business,
Yep.
we obtained so much growth just being a member of BNI.
Yeah.
But there's also the H7, which I guess that leads us into our next. If you need a new landscaping company, or you just need somebody to give some business advice, or want to learn about BNI or different networking groups like the Heart of Centerville, which we're also a part of, you can give us a call at 937-241-3138. If you want to learn more about Bruners, you can visit our website at www.brunersltd.com, or you can leave a comment below. And although I may not respond while we're filming, I will respond once we're complete. All right, so there's Larry. Shall we continue? So what type of networking group should I join?
Bowling.
So as I said before, got to find one that's a fit. So I'm going to ask you a question, Andy. If you were thinking about joining a networking group, your personality and what you do, what type of a group do you think you would join that would generate business or could generate brand for you or for Bruners?
I don't know. Like you said, the younger generation. I mean, I don't have a with the BNI you're in. A lot of them are a decade or so older than me. I'm sorry. So it is a little bit more difficult for me to walk up and talk to some of them starting off that have been in business for 50 years, 60 years, however long it's been. So I would probably lean towards something closer in age group to me. More like-minded people in that, right? Same things they like to do.
I think you would do really, really good in the Greater Dayton Apartment Association. The problem is our pricing model doesn't necessarily fit the pricing model for an apartment, because not saying that apartments can't afford and don't hire companies to do premier services, but their budgets are a bit more limited than a homeowners association. A homeowners association, the owners decide what their budget is based off of dues. At an apartment complex, you can't just go in and raise people.
And many of them have in-house work done by maintenance guys and things like that. We're like, oh no, our maintenance guy trims our shrubs. And I go, oh, okay. When?
Yeah. Another good type of group you can join is the Chambers of Commerce. There's most of the Chambers of Commerce around here, like the Springboro is going to be offering it. Beaver Creek offers it. Vandalia offers it. There's this thing called Coffee with Champions. Lance Miller and his wife Jessica have created a fantastic leadership training that makes business owners and entrepreneurs kind of think different things like money. Should you use religion? Yes or no? Should you use politics? Yes. Like it brings out these really deep ethical type conversations that it forces people of differing opinions to talk things out and think tank. Chambers of Commerce are fantastic when it comes to networking. Not to mention the different benefits you get from a chamber, like workers' comp, discounts and things like that. Another type of group is like industry specific, like I said, the home builders. You got home builders, you got IFMA. Do you remember Darren Montgomery?
Oh yeah.
What street?
He dotted the I in was it sousaphone for Ohio State band?
Yeah. He lived Rosina.
He's over in that was.
Well, he moved. He's since remarried and all that. He's a great dude. Works for Plains.
I think his wife was one of Adriana or Tyler's teachers at one point in West Carrollton.
Yeah. She knew my kid as well. But he was at one point, he's the one that introduced me to IFMA. And the industry specific groups, those can tend to be a little bit more expensive, more trade related, but they're great groups to start networking in. They've never really worked for us because, like I said, you got to find groups that are a fit, but they're good for other companies. Like if you're cable installer, HVAC, plumbing, things like that. That's landscaping. We're just now breaking into the world of being respected as a service industry.
And for the most part, as far as construction goes, oh yeah, you're the landscapers. We're not done yet. When we're done, make it pretty.
Yeah. we're always the last ones in the discussion. So the home,
And if you do work in that industry or anything outside, and there's landscaping going in at the end, please don't drop razor blades right next to the building where people are going to be planting things or your lunch and bury it.
yeah,
It's eventually going to be unearthed, if not by us, by whatever residents decide to plant flowers there later on. Personal
and
grade.
hey, I'm going to throw a plug since we're talking about home builders associations. Hey, if anybody out here that does catch this little live show and you're part of a home builders association, will you stop leaving the concrete in the soil? Remove the soil, put some new topsoil.
Just bury the mispoured concrete right next to where the flowers are going.
All it does is cause problems for the homeowner.
And sometimes that's not necessarily like the job we did down in Kentucky. That wasn't anything that the construction people had done. Is when they pushed all that land off to build the highway, we found car parts.
Yeah.
I've dug up all kinds of weird stuff over the last.
This is a property that they wanted us to plant full-size trees on a freaking 95% incline. Yeah, that's not happening.
Things always look good on paper, but in reality, things don't usually match up.
I mean, it literally was you had a slope, and then it almost sloped back towards you.
It was quite an incline, and it was very close to the building.
I wonder if any of those saplings.
They did last time I was down there.
All right, so my next one is professional groups, volunteer groups, Rotaries, Optimist clubs.
Okay.
Those are great groups to get involved with, to network.
Yeah.
You may not get a lot of business out of it, and that shouldn't be your intention when you go to a volunteer group like Heart of Centerville.
Mm-hmm.
I get no business out of that. My reasoning for going to the Heart of Centerville is because there's members there that live in HOAs that we service that we've gotten from other groups.
Yeah, we do a lot of work in that area. Too,
yeah,
so.
I want to give back to the community that gives to us. So that's why I'm working really hard to try to bring something like that to West Carrollton Moraine, since we no longer have a chamber in the Moraine area. The
KMO,
it is dissolved, but
the want button.
The want button.
No, it's fine. You're right.
Is that better?
Yeah, no, the time passed though.
Timing is everything.
Indeed.
So hey, if you want to catch a show and you enjoy it, we're on Thursdays at 10 a.m. And if you don't enjoy it, I don't care. It gives me any time to sit and talk, because I use all this content for marketing. I use it for writing, all kinds of stuff. It's a multi-purpose.
Yeah, today's topic was more your lane anyway. So I was just,
Yeah. What should we talk about next time? I mean, because now we're at the let's shoot the beep.
Well, you're going to hate the number that you gave out earlier.
What number did I give out? My cell phone number? Did I really? Hey. Guess you can call that. Guess I'm going to be on my way to another cell phone.
There you go.
Nonetheless, so hey, let's shoot the crap, Andy.
Yeah, I don't know what it's fall time. Prep for snow has been going on.
That's what we'll do.
Snow related things.
Fall let's do things that you should do to prep for snow,
and things you should avoid whilst cleaning up properties, like big rocks. Sorry.
Or things that you should expect from your snow removal company. Let's do that. Things you should expect from your snow removal company, because we can talk about timeliness of service, how the roads are more important than the sidewalks, as long as the sidewalks get done.
Making sure clients' expectations are delineated so that everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, we can discuss how our snow plows are very wide. So if there's a car, empty space in a car, that empty space can't get done. We can talk about all those different expectations, how we treat our clients like a city treats their streets.
How I hate winter.
Why don't you like winter?
I don't like winter. It's cold.
Now that I'm getting older,
I'd rather be warm than cold. Well, yeah. And I've
you wear long sleeve shirts in the summer.
I'd rather be warm than cold.
I'm noticing though, I'm starting to do that, even though I'm fat. You would think that I would sweat it on out, and I'd be I get cold too.
Yep. Well, it'd be like was it the old was that Bugs Bunny or whatever, the old saunas where a guy goes in fat and then it goes and he steps out skinny.
Yeah, with the skin just hanging. He went in and got a sleeve in his stomach. That's what it was. He had the gastric bypass.
Stomach.
All right. Well, I think we've talked your ear off enough. We appreciate you checking us out. Like I said, check us out every Thursday, 10 a.m.
We will be here.
We'll be here. I'm Gary.
I'm Andrew.
We're with Bruner's Lawn and Services. Thanks for checking out Bruner's Bits. And I want you to always remember that we serve our clients and our team with integrity, dependability, and respect. And I messed him up because what matters, Andy?
Satisfaction.
That's right. Satisfaction matters, folks. All right. Thanks for checking us out.
All right.
Peace out. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye-bye.